Hey guys, I wanted to explain some things out there. You guys know we're coming up on the Lord's Day, and we should just be staying in the Word and staying within God, the Lord Jesus Christ. But I wanted to clear up some things, like about the first Earth age, you guys. What I was saying, um, the creation of the races. You want to think about it like this, like because people have been asking me. Okay, the ethnic people. If you research and look, there's special science meetings and stuff on research on science about um, the ethnic people. Now, if you stop and think what I've told you, that 2,000 years before the white race appeared, there was ethnic people on there. Look at the cultures and look what they do. Okay, that was before the word. And what did white people bring? They were to bring the word, right? So these people that lived for 2,000 years, sin free, how did they live? By spirit. Just as they set the temple up, and where the tabernacle would be on the inside would be spirit. This guy would hit this with a hammer, and it would pull this pillar, and he'd yell, "Spirit!" And then this guy would yell, "Word!" And he would hit it, and it would go back and forth till it stood up. So you see, you've got to have spirit and word, and that's that balance. And just like you see the Freemasons and all these different groups use in the entertainment industry, and like the pictures I showed you with the false system works now, and all that stuff. They use black people and ethnic people because they've got that melanin in them. That's it's it's part of the earth energy, and it's part of the spirit because they live by spirit. See, the spirit and the word was supposed to come together and bring it all. See, and in the middle, everything just comes together. People tear stuff apart, you guys. That's what I mean. From the beginning, it was meant to set the beginning of the people, the first people that came on Earth, against the last people that come on Earth. Because remember, Satan's seed snuck in, and then because they were twins, Cain and Abel. Yeah. So they want to twist the stuff up, and they want to get people off on the wrong track. But like I said, what I told you guys is true. The scoffers are going to come in the end times, you guys. See, it's a mind game out there. They're trying to mind screw you, sodomize you, by playing games with you. The satyrs and the dragons. There's the number. The shaggy devil goat. To storm, shiver, afraid. See definitions in that Strong's Concordance? It's pretty awesome. Look at cry. To eye, to heed, to pay attention. Here's Isaiah. Because see, Satan knows he's got but a short time, so he's got his workers out here, and they're going to try to chase you guys away from the true word. The Lord's Day. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Isaiah 13:6. Isaiah 13:5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord. So see, this is Satan and his angels, and it's also talking about when God comes after that. And the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. See, it says world, but it's land. The fallen angels coming. They shall be amazed, their faces as flames. 13:8. That's the Lord's Day with that Shekinah glory. Change the spirit. 13:9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and with fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. And he shall destroy the sinners, the habitual sinners, the ones working the death out here. out of it. And that's when it talks about the system, the rudiments, the evils burn up, not the world by destruction and nuclear war and the whole mess everyone's screaming about. That's God coming back. For the stars of heaven and the constellations therefore up shall give their light. The sun shall be darkened, and his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. That was 13:10 and 13:13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. Isaiah 13:16 through 22, it says, illuminate, I, owl, beast. That's all that stuff down there that I showed you. To see the little tails and stuff will work out there, guys, to mislead you. If you understand everything that I've been trying to show to you. See, I was seeing something the other day, like the people that, and it does take work, you guys, but look at the people that are out there following these major world leaders and the big guys that say that they're God. It's people that didn't read. And knowledge is power, you guys. That's why all this stuff, they're hiding, and that's what's going on out here. But they're trying to control this stuff because they've become very, very proud. But I was thinking about something. Look at Simon Says. And what does it simulate to control when you're playing that game? And no. So it's miss. If you change Simon around, miss says that you can't mess up or you're out. Right? Just little games like that. You look at like sorry, or I mean trouble. And you know how kids fight over games, and if you about playing cards and different stuff. If you guys look at that stuff, and you think there's nothing to it, and it's all in how you look at it, I guess. Board games, the ones out there, Illuminati game and all that other stuff. Monopoly, if you look at it, then what is it? And then look at the world. You know what I mean? This is in the game Trouble, right? You got 5 pieces, and you got to hit the popper, and your number's a 6. That's a man. And you got the colors, and you run them around the track, and you got to run them around once, get them back in your thing, and then get them all the way up here. Right. So you're going around, and if you land on somebody, then you knock them back to their hole. So see, you knock somebody out. It's like stepping on somebody. You don't go to the space behind them or ahead of them. You get to knock them out. So see, it's like, and it changes the game. But you see kids, and they'll get in fights, and like how they fight over video games. Kids will get so mad they'll throw controllers and stuff if they lose, and it's see, it works on you. It's all in development in the mind and where you're at, and things work in a different way. But you're just traveling around the track there, the 360, the race track, like Hebrews 12, running the race. What else do I got here? But see, it's like playing for your soul out there, guys. That's what they're doing right now. And see, though, like in the music industry, you guys, when you research all that stuff, that's why they want people of color, because they radiate with spirit. That's why people, they get mad at black people and people with ethnic. Look at who they try to control out there, you guys. The Hindu people, they try to control people in China, and they don't like the Christians and the Muslims. The religious groups, see, they want to control and bring all that spirit under one rule. They want to control the spirit. So when they talk about like people giving their souls to the devil, you guys can't give your soul away, because if we read in the Bible that it's not yours. God says all souls belong to God, right? So see, you got it on that one. Nobody can trap your soul neither. All souls return to God instantly when you get silver cord parts. I was looking at some different things, just looking at the time we're coming up on and how you watch, and that's what we do. But I just want to look at if January. So you got the Army setting up. February, you got it setting up. March, they were moving. They lined up. They started moving because this was the lineups. And the April, May, change it to the lie of the ape, man, nudges, June, N-U-J-E, nudge, the Jew lie. August, a gust, Gog, the gust, the fake wind. And September would, like they say, if that's the second advent, his scepter's coming back to the remembrance. You'll be brought back to remembrance. And that comes to me the other day. They call this the year of the locust. See, horticulture, agriculture, all that stuff, you guys. But I just wanted to clear that stuff up. And you guys see the purity, and you mix with the spirit, and all that stuff. And it's not about being perfect and about being pure, but it is. See, that's your vegetable and your fruits. Like I said, you're like flesh, so you need to balance that out. Your body's made up of certain things, and your body needs certain things. And what happens if you put certain things in them. And I've explained to you about the spirits and stuff out there, you guys. It's a spiritual war, and Satan's coming back, and he's real, and he has mass. You know what I mean? And he's going to use these people to control you guys. They do blood transfusions and all that kinds of stuff, and that's why they collect blood. And the vampires, that's all Masonic stuff. There's a lot of stuff out there, you guys. But white magic is you and the Holy Spirit. You be able to heal by vibrating, by staying in God's presence, by staying in His Word. And just like you eat food, and then you get full. So we eat Word and we get full. So you got to get some spirit, you get full. You got to, after you get the Word and you got your fleshly food, you need to go walk in spirit. And you see how everything plays in the garden, and each one of the races, all of them would teach certain things, and we were supposed to come together, you guys. But what did Satan do? He came in there and he caused division, denomination, and pitted all the races against each other. And that's what the messed up part is, and it still goes on today. And now look, it's all segregated. But like ethnic people, that's why a lot of white people will get mad at him, you guys. You got to remember, we got two types of white people out there, because all 12 tribes, you know what I mean, it was still one DNA thing, and then Satan has got his DNA. So basically there's two types of Israel, if you want to say, you know what I mean. That's why I'm saying, and a lot of them are in Russia, and it's not all the Russian people. But just like people don't understand that, you guys, and just like the Middle East, when it says that in the Bible where it says if you where you have a black soul, what's this? Black skin, you have black soul. When you look up that word black, you guys, it's Middle Eastern descent, and it's not all the Middle Eastern people. It's just that little group, like you said, the Taliban, just that little section. those people that live over there know, and they don't like those people either. They have to deal with them all the time. They live with them, just like the people in Russia. It's not all the Russian people. They cut holes in ice to go and do baptisms and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of Christians in Russia. There's a lot of Christians in China that listen underground, you guys. Read about the persecution of the Christians. And remember what they were doing to them in Egypt? See, we still got the freedom to believe right, but they got us all mixed up out here. And it's crazy. See, and so you got ethnic people, and they hold a lot of spirit, and there's a lot of science to that, and that's why they're attracted to them. That's why a lot of people don't understand why they're attracted to ethnic people. That's like I told you guys in the beginning. Like, I knew that because God said all His colors were good, and it says to look in your own race first and then go from there, just like I always taught you guys. And white women are beautiful to me. But like I said, ethnic people, I think all women are beautiful, but there's always that attraction. So I can that always made me look. Always made me look further to understand. But I never put one person over another. I honestly never did, because I could see at a young age. Because there were some people in my family, that were that way. But I could just see that there is no such thing as color. We're all children of light. I could say, hey, what makes anyone better than anybody else? And I just sat back, because my life, I went through a lot of stuff, in school, and get picked on, and psoriasis, and that lady in 3rd grade, and all that stuff that I talked about. So I sat back and watched, you guys. I see how people get treated, and that's what, that made me look at things different. But, it's the Babylon is the confusion, you guys, and the lunar. And, and it's, if you need health things, you guys, just like the stuff I told you, and try to eat organic. You need to drink a lot of water. If you've been, if you're just now doing this stuff to flush all that out, you should do that every once in a while anyway. But basically, it's kind of like, the fish out of water story. That's what that is. So you really constantly need water, but you don't want to overflood yourself, because, like what you do, like what people would do, okay, when I went to rehab, and people would get out and they'd be on the release thing. I just had to do rehab, and then I was gone. But these guys would come back, because then we would have these meetings, right? And they were on drugs, so they'd make them do the, making sure they were clean. But you could tell these guys were doing stuff, but they'd always pass their tests. What they were doing was drinking 2 gallons of water, they ended up saying, before they went in. So they had all this, where you're going to end up pooping and peeing water. When you drink it so fast, all 2 gallons, not as fast as you could take it without throwing up. You could keep drinking that water all day, all day, all day, all day, all day, all day. If you continuously keep doing that, that shuts your kidneys down, and then the water's in the test, so it's like super clean. But you continuously keep shutting your kidneys down, and that's not good. It's not meant to be done all the time. So, like I said, anything all the time is not good, but you do need water. Those chemicals take a long time to flush out, some of them. But you vibrating and asking God to cleanse your body, you don't have to drive yourself nuts and do a bunch of stuff. You guys, God's with you. He's going to take care of you. He loves you. Ask him to clean your food, and you got to try. That's what the point is. You're putting an effort for it, to do the best you can. God's with you. And he's going to steer you and help you to get what you need. God can do anything. He can remove poisons from food. But like I said, don't eat poisons. Don't eat them scavengers. You got to have a little bit of, knowledge and research of your own. God wants you to have knowledge and understanding of who you are and what your body's made up of, how it works, what's good, what's not. That's what the health laws was, And there's research out there. I mean, look at it. There's no value in that meat and eating that meat whatsoever. It's specifically for taste. That's why people like that. And they pump it full of poisons. And the pig and stuff's got all that poisons in it. There's a million other things that you can get. And they say, oh, we do it for the protein. You could buy a protein powder thing for $110, and it would last you for a whole year. You'd have plenty. You'd have more than you need. So think how much you spend on meat, and when you could be the other things that are healthy. I'm just saying, God had the health laws are there, but look, that was in the look how long that was afterwards. See, and we're back to the garden time. So in the garden, just like the first sacrifice was what? For the sin that happened. And they would, like the tribes over time, but see, that was like after the garden and stuff, and they would hunt and stuff. That's because the resources, wintertime was coming and they'd have a stock of stuff put up, but they needed stuff in certain situations, so they would hunt animals, see, in certain situations like that. But and they'll make the canine teeth like this, like that, rippers and stuff. It's more like our teeth up there is for breaking skin on things, and it could be used to open up nutshells and all that stuff. See how that works both ways? God said, look at the health laws, and God says what animals clean, and the certain animals with its hoof, and the pig is an unclean animal. It's got that split hoof. So that other stuff was good, but meat wasn't meant to be eaten all the time like it's abused. That's like, you know what I mean? It's not good for you, and you get the cholesterol and all that stuff. But that's totally up to you guys. I'm just trying to help you. I'm just telling you, a diet is a really excellent thing to do right now because everything's all freaking poisoned out there. Because of the swarmers, the ants. I did the 144,000 thing, you guys, and think about what I said. The falling away before there's a coming to. So that leaves 10% of us out there that will know that that's Antichrist saying he's true Christ. And I hope this cleared some things up for some people to help them. I love you guys. Bye.